It's just another one of those months, man. It's 31st, the 30. Where did the month go?
We have that much time left in the month. We have this much to do. How are we going to get it?
12 hours left, Randy. How you doing,
buddy? Hey, wow. Welcome, folks. Another Monday, another week, and the last day and last few hours of the month of January. It went by pretty quickly, and February staring us in the face. We've got some good stuff to talk today about. We've got a couple of stories. We're going to talk about our guest and also a couple of tips and a new feature that we started a few weeks back, kind of cool birthdays and this date in history, kind of a fun little thing we'll throw there. But my name is Randy Wooden with Goodwill Industries of Northwest North Carolina. I run our professional center. We're based in Winston-Salem, but I have clients across the galaxy, Teddy. Galaxy. I'm talking galactical. Yeah. We have galactical.
Do they Skype in or do they use teleportals?
Both. Both. Yeah, they use the both and quite well, I might add. But no, seriously, we do work by appointment. I do have clients across the country, but predominantly here in our local area, and we're happy to help. Everything is remote these days, so just contact me, find me on LinkedIn, reach out with a resume and follow up. All services are free. We just ask that when you do land a job that you let us know, because that'll justify our continued existence. That's how we justify our programs. Do people get help? Yep.
Yeah. So good stuff, man. So for those who have never met me, and I'm betting there's at least 3 people on the call who've never met me. I'm Teddy Burriss. I'm a LinkedIn strategist, trainer, and coach. Our business, Burriss Consulting, teaches LinkedIn as a business tool. We love what we do. We love, challenging people to look at using using LinkedIn and Sales Navigator much better and different ways than they have before. And it's a lot of fun. But every week, Randy and I get together at least twice. And we share stories and help people. And our Monday conversations are Randy's got a story. I'll have a story. We'll introduce our special guest for this Wednesday. What I'm really excited about. And then we'll close out with a tip or two. So, Randy, do you have a story, buddy?
I do, but first, a couple of birthdays to share with you on the last day of January. Jackie Robinson transcend the sport of baseball. I mean, he's a great talent, Hall of Famer, but of course, crossed the color barrier back in the 40s. And so, Jackie Robinson, born in this date. Also, here's a question for you, and I hope let me just spell his name, and I think it's pronounced Leyden. It might be Leyden. John Lydon, or Leyden, Lydon. Any idea who that is? And while you're thinking about that, also Carolina Panthers coach, the head coach, Matt Rule, his birthday is today as well. So who is this John Leyden?
I know. Was he the guy that developed the pet rock?
Close. He was, for those of a certain age, the present company included here, he was with the Sex Pistols. That's Johnny Rotten.
Johnny Rotten.
Remember God Save the Queen? The punk rock era, really, the Sex Pistols were that. They were the pioneers of punk rock. And remember the hair, the spikes, and all that. But Johnny Rotten, believe it or not, he's 66. So he's probably still strutting around the stage somewhere. In wherever. And on this date in history, 2 things. One huge, the other one is just kind of fun, and it's a little trivia question. But as the Civil War ended on this date, 1865, the 13th Amendment was passed, abolishing slavery. So a very significant amendment there. But here's a fun one, and I've got a trivia question for you. It was on this date in 1928 that Scotch tape was first marketed by the 3M company. We've all heard of 3M. What are the 3 M's? Or is that just the name 3M? Were there 3 M's behind that?
I don't know, man. Was it Mary, Myrtle, and Marvin?
Again, you're close, Teddy. Thank you. Minnesota Mining and Manufacturing Company.
Oh, so that's who Marvin worked for.
Yeah, and so you can sleep better tonight knowing what 3M stands for, and that on this date, Scotch tape became available. I got Scotch tape sitting right up there, actually.
I have a roll in here. Yeah, I got a roll.
Hey, my story, real quick one, kind of. I write columns for the Sunday newspaper here, Winston-Salem Journal, and I wrote one earlier this month about job security and what does that look like in today's world, and how it's changed from generations past, where you tended to stay with the same organization. If not the same one, maybe you jumped once or twice, but mostly there was a long time at a company. We're not seeing that now. And I pointed that out last week on my Fox 8 segment. I've been doing Fox 8 now, believe it or not, starting my 18th year.
Oh, man. Yeah.
18 years as their career expert. And it started just by chance. I ran into one of their salespeople at a meeting, and we chatted, and I told her the kind of work I did. I asked whether or not they might be interested in having me on one time. And they did, one time. And shortly after that, that same day, they contacted me and said, would you like to be on our regular rotation? That was 18 years ago. Well, 17, I guess now I'm starting my 18th, but, so longevity, yeah, it's not my paying job, but it is something that I've stayed with. And here's the thing. Companies these days aren't going to stay with you unless you're adding value, unless there's a rationale for that. Now, granted, I'm not being paid for it, so we don't need to go there from that. But if I weren't adding value in some way to their program and staying abreast with the trends in job hunting, then this wouldn't be starting the 18th year. So you want to remain relevant, and you create your own security. Don't rely on an employer to provide that for you.
Yeah. But Randy, they may not be giving you cash and biscuits and donuts to do that work, but that 18 years or the 17 plus years of doing that has helped you build this huge brand. I'm Randy Wooden, and this is how I help people. So kudos to you, buddy.
It really has. And it all started just happenstance. So you be open to opportunity, and sometimes, opportunity knocks you on the side of the head. Just be open to it and try it. You never know. And you can always say later, we tried it, didn't work. But Teddy, you've got a story I know. Why don't you share that, and then we'll talk about our guest.
Yeah, this is the last 3 days, 3 or 4 days, I've talked to different people, and I've heard this phrase, I'm burned out.
Yeah.
And these are people in different, areas of business and different, degrees and, different levels of seniority in companies. And this is not the guy who's swinging the pickaxe. These are, all kinds of different people. And I'm burned out. And the one lady this morning, she said, I'm burned out and I'm just not sure what's next. And that really got me to thinking. I have a plan for my multi-billion-dollar business in my mind. I know where I'm taking this thing. I think. Right. You got me thinking about, how much longer do I want to keep doing this work stuff that I do? How much longer do I want to sit in front of a screen and bang on a keyboard and, create videos? What's next? I'm happy. I love this stuff, but it really got me thinking, how many of the rest of us, who else is out there that in their mind, the back of their mind, or sitting on their couch or their Barca lounger, I'm burned out. Whether you're looking for a job or you got a job.
A Barca lounger.
Is that still a thing, Barca lounger?
Along with the Sansa belt slacks that I wear. So yeah, I think between the two of those, I think we've got
But the point
covered.
The point of my story is if you feel like you're burned out, I think it makes sense to have a conversation with people. Yeah. And by the way, there's a lead in, Randy, to who our special guest is next week.
Bingo. You got it. Who is it?
Yeah. Merikay Hunt is our special guest for this February 2nd, this Wednesday, and our first speaker in February. Merikay Hunt's going to talk about overcoming why not transform. Why not change? And it's going to be a fun conversation. Merikay is a smart lady. I love having conversations with her. Let me make sure I got my stuff. Where is it? Right here. It's right here, Merikay. And so anyway, she'll be on. And she's been around. She's a fabulous speaker. She's an executive coach. She does professional development programs. And the conversation will be why not transform. And we've talked about this a little bit, but she's going to peel back some layers about laziness, excuses, and also the positive, our gifts and our talents. And I think she's going to encourage you and I both, Randy, to throw in our stories about why we've transformed. So
yeah,
be ready for that.
First show in February. How about that? So
yep. So
moving into
yeah, it'd be a lot of
month.
fun. So
Yeah.
So dude, do you have a tip?
Yeah, I do, and I won't spend a ton of time. I mean, this stuff you would think is common sense, but then again, sometimes we overlook things.
Yeah.
And just as what I'll call a gentle reminder, put your phone number on your resume.
Yes, sir.
And call that phone number.
Oh,
because
make sure it works.
Well, yeah, you may have typed it in incorrectly on the resume. Also, check your email address to ensure that it is accurate. And of course, we've covered this before as far as let's just say the level of professionalism with it. You'd like to have something tied to your name and not some silly random whatever. So
I've changed it, Randy. I'm not using Sex Kitten anymore.
Oh, no. Okay. Well, good. But here again, sometimes that resume is, well, it's your first communication with the company. And in part, they may base whether they want to talk to you on, well, how the resume looks, what the content looks like. Same with the application. So I know it's a small step. Sometimes people put it on their cover letter. But please put your phone number on the resume and also put it in the email itself. If you're going to send an email, especially if you're, and I get this with clients, they'll say, "Hey, Randy, give me a call when you get time." And I like, wait a minute, I don't have this person's phone number. I have to go look it up in some either database or find it on LinkedIn. And sometimes they don't include it on LinkedIn. So just make it easy for people to properly reach out and find you.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. It drives me absolutely batty as well. So
yeah.
You'll be more successful in life the more accessible you are. Starts with an email and a phone number, So, all right, here's my tip, dude.
Yep.
Are you ready? Be a human.
What does that mean?
Let me talk about that a little bit. So we're all getting hit with these, phone calls. Randy, I've been trying to get a hold of you about your warranty on your car, and we're getting these email messages that come in from nondescript email accounts saying, "Hey, Teddy, I build the best websites ever, but I'm not going to tell you the name of my company or give you my email address or my phone number yet until you tell me you have a need for that, and then I'll tell you who I am." Or we're getting this. We're all beat up on LinkedIn. We're getting LinkedIn invites that are automated. We're getting LinkedIn emails that are automated. And we're like, man, all these freaking robots out there that are bothering the crap out of us. And we all wish they would just simply go away. Mm-hmm. Then this happens. I get this invite from a dude, and it really looks like it's fake. And I'm like, another one. So I'm madder than hell. I'm yelling out the window and I'm banging on my keyboard going, "Hey, dude, what kind of automation system are you using? Send." And he responds back and he goes, "Teddy, I just watched one of your videos and loved it. And I just want to have a conversation with you."
Uh-oh.
So I'm like, I feel this tall.
Yeah.
Here's what happened. He tried to be so perfect with his messaging, he looked like a robot.
I get that too. Sometimes when I leave a message, or in my when I leave a message, or when somebody calls me and I say, "Hi, this is Randy," and I have that radio voice kind of thing going on, they'll think they're waiting for, "This is Randy, please leave your message." And I've had many times people just say, "I thought I was getting a recording. I didn't expect I'd get you." So good point. Good point.
Yeah. Be as human as you can be. Yep. It's far better than being a robot. So, all right, dude. It's what is it now? About 12:15, 12:20. You got some lunch plans?
Yeah, I'd like to eat a little bit. Still hanging out here at the man cave, and we've got great guests coming up. So look, I've met Merikay years ago, and it's been quite a while since I've actually talked with her. So I'm looking forward to getting caught up with her and what's going on in her professional and also personal life too. I know there's some changes there as well. So all good. And we look to have you join us if you're so inclined. 11:55 on Wednesday. Every Wednesday we do it. 11:55. Yeah, man. Teddy,
All right, buddy.
that's it.
Going forward.
We
We'll
good?
talk later, man. Bye-bye.
Have a good one. See you.